Hey, or in Dublin we say how are you? It's effectively hello. Welcome to Dublin Private Tour. My name is James, if you haven't come across me before. And just before I get into what we're going to discuss here briefly, if you are looking for more information on what we offer, email me on dublinprivatetour@gmail.com, and we will have a website going live soon, dublinprivatetour.com. That should be going live in the next couple of weeks, which will be by the middle to end of July. But from your perspective, on a far more interesting note, what we're going to discuss today is what I'm going to turn and flip around to now: Dublin's post boxes. I doubt there's anything more riveting that you could imagine to discuss on a day when you're flicking into a video. But there is something quite interesting about this post box and post boxes in Dublin in general. There are a few hundred dotted around the city. They came into existence in the middle 1850s, or sometime around the 1850s, middle 1800s, and they are still in existence, a lot of them today, across Dublin City. But they don't look like what they originally did, because these post boxes would have been designed and built during the time of British rule. Now, Ireland achieves independence from the United Kingdom, a big moment in our history, in the year 1922. And these post boxes prior to independence were painted red, exactly the way they look today in the United Kingdom. So if you look at this post box and think it looks, wow, so similar to what you see in the UK, well, you'd be correct. But there is a subtle difference. They've been painted green. But this post box, we do know, does exist prior to independence, because it does have the royal symbol insignia on the post box. So I'm just going to go close in here just to have a look at that. You can see it. This post box relates to the monarch Edward VII, who would have been in rule in the UK from 1901 to 1910, and obviously Ireland was part of the UK at that time. That's prior to the 1922. But when we achieve independence, we're not really keen on these red post boxes that they have in the United Kingdom. So we decided from 1922 onwards to paint the post boxes to green. Well, actually back to green. And for anybody listening from the UK to this video, one really quirky fact: these post boxes came into place in the 1850s. They were all across the UK and Ireland painted green originally. And from 1850s to 1870s they were green, and then in the 1870s, for some unbeknown reason to me, they decided to paint them red. But in 1922, which is independence for Ireland from the United Kingdom, we painted them back to green. But we still have lots of post boxes around the city today that look identical to this, but they don't have the royal symbol. And they are post boxes that are in existence, are put in place post 1922 independence. So not only do we paint the post boxes green, but when we design the new ones, we didn't put the royal symbol on, because obviously we were independent. So you could walk by these post boxes and have absolutely no idea about that. You could come into Dublin, walk past, have no idea, or even somebody living in Dublin walk past every day. But just two really quirky things about these post boxes in general. One, they were originally green, 1850s, 1870s, then they were painted red from 1870s, and then in Ireland from 1922 onwards we painted them back to green. The other thing is to note the difference between the post boxes that would have come into place prior to independence and post independence. Those that came in prior to independence would have in Ireland the royal symbol on. They didn't change them. But those that were coming into place post independence did not have a royal symbol. So, being sarcastic here, that is your useless piece of information for the day, and hope you enjoyed the video.